Hello everybody and welcome back to Last Epoch. We've been having a lot of fun with our cool druid here. He's been doing the Tempest Swarmblade build. That's what we've been working on. Where we turn into this really cool guy here and do a bunch of tornado stuff. So currently we are working our way through Ending the Storm, just kind of trying to level this character up and catch him up with our rogue. Let's see, what did we want to do here? There's a Weaver tree point we can get out of that. I don't remember what we did last time. So that's a Weaver. I don't think we get any points out of that, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. But we get a point out of this guy here, and we don't get a point out of that guy there. I'm not sure why we did these. It's fine. Let's go with this guy here. Slay. Oh, yeah, we can do this guy. Let's go do this one here, and then we'll move on. But this guy's cool because his arm blade slash basically creates a tornado, which is cool. Buttons here. Huh. How do we... Confused. Somehow we ended up running out of our... We ended up shape-shifting back into our regular form. That was weird. Yeah, this guy should go pretty quick. Tornado is what's doing pretty much all of the damage. Our arm blade slash does a little bit, but for the most part, it's the tornado. The arm blade slash is mostly just there to get the tornadoes going. Tornado takes that portal takes a little bit too long. All right, we've got another Weaver tree point. We're on our way to making this over here, so I'm just going to keep going like this until we can unlock that guy there, and we'll confirm. And then, yeah, what did we pick up? We got ourselves a spear, an axe. Let's see. I'm going to put this spear in there. I don't think I need a mace for anything, so we'll sell that. We'll hold on to that. Oh, that's probably why. I think I need to fix that back to Q. Keybinds. There we go. Yeah, ability 1. I want that to be Q because, yeah. I'm used to pressing E in a different game to interact with things, and I think that's probably what happened. I would imagine that's probably what happened. I've been playing Lost Skies obsessively for the last however long, and yeah. That game uses E a lot. Let's hop in here. We'll do this. We'll do these couple of Weaver things and see how much time we have left. But outside of that, there we go. 'Cause I pretty much don't use my E key at all in my Q key. Sorry, my Q key at all in Lost Skies. I'm having a really bad tendency to want to I lost track of what I was going to say there. Open caches. Okay. I immediately jump in and start like killing stuff, and then before I even read what the thing I'm supposed to be doing is. So we're supposed to be luring out an ambush. We mostly just need to keep our tornado up because the tornado does a lot of damage and it spawns lightning bolts that hit all over the screen that kills things as we walk by. So ideally, we don't even have to stop for trash mobs. The lightning bolts will just take care of that. Need to remember to dash because dashing gives me Maelstrom. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick all this up. Didn't think so. I don't think I need any of that. So yeah, we're just going to leave the rest of it. Because I don't feel like sifting through it. That's mostly what it is. I don't feel like sifting through it, so it's just like, well, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. Too much loot is always a good thing, though, so I don't want them to change it. The problem is that I know I could use some of this exalted gear for upgrades, for upgrading legendary potential items when we go to do that. But the problem is that I don't even, I'd have to sit down and figure out what I need to hold on to, and I don't want to. Because right now, this is not the primary game I'm playing. Right now, I'm playing Lost Skies, like, a lot. I am totally and completely obsessed with that game at the moment. It will eventually fade once I get some other things done, and maybe I can focus on this a little bit more. But for now, yeah. I didn't mean to do all of that. Oops. That can go away. I didn't mean to do that. Where did that other... There were a couple of... There was more than one thing in here that I ended up sending as yellows, and now I don't know what they were. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Oh, because I didn't put a type in here. Durr. Because some of these don't... Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that would help. Okay. The rest of these should be fine. Okay. That would explain why that happens. And then I don't think I have any other... Alright, so we'll sell off those.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I just...
Take care.
And then we'll do the other weaver tree thing over here. Yeah. Do this weaver tree thing over here, and then maybe we'll try to do one of the cemeteries. So destroy both moon spires. So I'm just gonna walk down this way and just hit things as we go. Just to keep our tornado going. I think we have the armor that we need, so... Ooh. Lucerne? Oh, I didn't need that. Never mind. Didn't need that. So, we're dashing to keep the maelstrom around us, the thing that's close to us, and then we're arm blade slashing to keep the tornado going, because that does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And we'll run this way. And as we go, just randomly hit things to hopefully keep our tornado going. Was that a... It was. The loot lizard. No, it wasn't. So, okay. You know, I've been avoiding talking about this for a while, but I'm curious to know if any of the developers are truckers. I know a lot of you are going, what makes you say that? Well, people who know, I'm not a trucker, so I'm not trying to claim to be anything like that, but people who know, people in my family were truckers. And the words loot lizard sounds a lot like a very risque trucking term. I highly recommend you look it up. I don't want to talk about it on the channel because, you know, I don't want to get reported or anything. But we can move on. But loot lizard sounds very much like... Oh, we're getting that thing again. Let's see, the setting, the thing for that is just to do that, and then, oh, nope, that didn't fix it. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that. I can't move. That's weird. I don't know what that problem is. It's very annoying. Okay. So yeah, loot lizard. Look up the term lot lizard, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so these can go... Yeah, like I said, I was never a trucker, but I've known people... I've had people in my family who were truckers, and they've mentioned the concept of a lot lizard. Let's see. I believe we're still working on Shaman. I think I need to get... I don't know, 1, 10, and I think I need like 4 or 5 of that. Worst comes to worst, I can unspec it later. All right, so I think we'll finish off this episode with a cemetery, and if we're able to get through it quickly, maybe we'll do this other cemetery over here. We'll do 2 of them. Just depends on how quickly I can get through it. Okay, yeah, I can't move. Yeah, I can't move left. It just randomly stops moving. Yeah, up and left doesn't work now. It's random. And I can't, like, we can't have random directions not working. Especially when it requires me to do some kind of movement ability to fix it. Because if that's on a cooldown and the thing stops moving in the direction I need to move, then this is a problem. Alright, I want to just hurry up and get to the actual woven here. Come on, let me move. Yeah, I don't know what this bug is, but they really need to address it. Like I said in the last episode, I think it's because they don't want to have to do the work to actually create a completely separate section of code that handles WASD movement. They're trying to shoehorn it into existing mouse control, and there's some kind of a conflict happening. That's my assumption, based off of my limited knowledge of how code works. Now I can't move, and I'm gonna die. Okay. I don't really care about sets. So it behooves me to stop and actually attack the rares because they replenish my rage. So you want to stop every little bit to hit to keep the tornadoes going. But you also want to stop to hit on rares and stuff to replenish your rage too. I don't want to fight you. Some of these guys are too big. I know there's a lot of loot that I end up passing by with these, but my primary goal when coming in here is to complete the cemeteries. So but then again, if I don't have any maps that I want to put down, then probably, because I know we have a higher I haven't played this game very much lately. I've been focused on a different game, like I said, so I forget things. But I know that we have a much higher chance of getting woven echoes dropping in here than anywhere else. So I should probably spend a little bit more time in here when we come in here. Now that I think about it, put a little bit more thought into it, because we need newer ones to drop. But then again, this character especially, we're not doing the ones that have the higher... We're not going to be getting the ones that have the higher corruption, so... Because we're not ready to do that yet. Oh, we did level up to the point where we should be able to put those new gloves on, though. So we'll have to check that out in a second. Warblade. I don't need a Warblade. I'll take a ring, why not? Get our swarm out. Do a bunch of extra damage. Extra damage. That was quick. We'll take those, why not? And then, yeah, like I said, our rogue would have a lot better chance of actually finding something that we need. Because I don't think we have... I mean, unless we find a new one of some of these, then we're not really going to be getting anything by putting these in anyway. And I'm not to the point yet where I'm like trying to grind, where I'm trying to grind just for grinding's sake. Font of the erase. I find a bunch of these. Okay. Let's see. I forgot that I could do this. Are there any ones in here that we want? I mean, lightning damage is good. If at some point I can figure out putting that in there. Critical strike for totems. Haste when you summon a totem. Aspect of the Viper. Totem damage, bleed on melee hit. That's not really what we're looking for. Spell damage and minion damage. Ooh, spell damage would be good. Lightning damage. Lightning is definitely always something we're going to be trying to go for. All right. So that does it for this area, and that's also going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, where you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. Also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route. Some people like to do that. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for our next episode, and I'll see you then.